Life slows down on a farm in winter. I know, I've lived on one all my life. I've seen a lot of new machines come to the farm in my time, like this snow buggy. Best replacement for a horse that's come along yet. Works pretty good once you get it started. This is my son. I've kind of turned the farm over to him in the last few years. He's one of the new generation of farmers. Doesn't operate the way we used to. Does things a little more scientifically. Keeps kind of a report card on all the animals. One of our most valuable calves has been acting sick lately. When she grows up, she can mean a lot of milk for the farm. I hope nothing happens to her. These are my grandchildren, Dale, Pam, and Steve. They're on their way to Bluff Hill for a ride on the toboggan.
Hi, Grandpa.
Hi.
Now, if I can get old Betsy started, I'll show you what it's like around here at this time of the year. Life doesn't come easy in winter. Most plants stop growing, food gets scarce, and sometimes it's hard just keeping warm. Winters are pretty hard on the deer. Some have been known to starve to death before spring. The fox is probably hunting for mice in the snow. If he's quick, he'll get a meal. Otherwise, he goes hungry. It's not likely that we'll see a chipmunk or woodchuck in the woods this time of year. They're taking a long winter sleep under the snow. I've seen this raccoon around here all winter. He'll eat most anything, including the buds off my elm tree. Every year I pick out a good Christmas tree from our evergreen grove. Lots of farmers nowadays think it's easier to buy one in town, but the grandchildren like to help cut it down, so that's what we're going to do this morning. Back in the barn, the morning milking is all finished. I wonder how Sally is doing. In wintertime, we have to take extra special care of the livestock, or sickness can spread to all the animals. When I was a boy, farmers could lose everything in one bad winter. But that was before modern medicines and veterinarians like Doc Morton.
Hello, Doc Morton. Hi, Red. What's on your mind?
It's Sally, Doc. I think she's pretty sick.
Oh, really? How long's she been that way?
Oh, about 3 days. Today she looks worse.
That doesn't sound too good. Does she have any particular symptoms?
Seems to be having trouble breathing.
I'll leave right away.
Okay, Doc. We'll be seeing you.
I planted most of these evergreens myself the year that Pam was born. Couldn't get anything else to grow in this sandy soil. The trees in this grove stay green all year long, but that's not true of all types of trees. Take the apple tree, for example. Picked apples off it last summer. Now it's covered with ice. If we look closely, we can see tiny leaves rolled up with the blossoms yet to come. Sometimes, right after a heavy snow, the county road from our farm to the main highway doesn't get plowed. It's situations like this that make Doc Morton glad he has a radio telephone in his car.
This is 75B. This is 75B.
Go ahead, 75B.
Hello, Central. Give me Briar 4937, please. Say, Red, I've run into a little trouble out here on the road.
You gonna be able to make her, Doc?
I'm on the main road, but your road won't be cleared for some time. And I think I'll have to go on foot.
No, don't do that. Grandpa's got the snow buggy here. He isn't here right now, but I think I hear him coming.
I used to know Doc Morton when he was just a kid on one of the farms in our county. Even then, he was taking in sick cats or birds with broken wings, always reading about animals in his spare time. After he graduated from State University, he came back here. We think pretty highly of our vet around here. If anyone can help Sally, he can.
She's in here, Doc.
Okay. Well, she doesn't look too good, Red.
No, doesn't feel very good this morning at all.
We'll listen to her lungs. I believe she's got a little pneumonia. It's a good thing we have her in here where she's by herself. Now, I'll give her a shot of penicillin, and then you give her one tomorrow, the same way. If she isn't better by tomorrow night, you give me a ring, and
Okay.
I'll come out and look at her again.
Fine.
While the medicine does its work on Sally, we've got to get back to our chores. Nowadays, machines help us do a lot of work on the farm. A conveyor belt is used to carry manure out of the barn and into the spreader. Manure is good fertilizer. makes the soil richer. And that means more corn at picking time. When I was a kid, we had to shovel snow by hand. Now, Dale gets it done by practicing on the tractor. He's still not too sure of himself, but he's learning. Next spring, we may teach him how to plow. While we were working outside, Pam is doing her chores inside the house. She wishes we had a machine to do dishes, but I think that's going a little too far. In winter, we let the pigs run loose on the back 40. They can't find much to eat out there. We have to feed them the corn we grew last summer. When the hogs put on enough weight, we'll send them to market. The money we make will help buy supplies to run the farm. Cows can't eat corn right off the cob the way pigs do, so we grind it up with a machine. After it's all ground up, it comes out ready for the cows to eat. We store hay upstairs in the barn. Last summer, we cut tall grass with a machine that bundles it up into bales. Use tractor power to get the bales up in the loft and boy power to get them down.
Here comes. You can stay that one up. Here comes.
Since cows can't get fresh grass in winter, hay is mighty important food for them. But winter isn't all hard work. In fact, here's one of the nicest jobs of the year. It's morning, and Sally still hasn't eaten. If we can just get her back on her feet.
Come on, Sally. Up, up.
Come on, Sally.
When I was a boy on the farm, a calf might have died from pneumonia. Things have certainly come a long way since then. But even with all our fancy bookkeeping, powerful machines and medicines, the modern farmer can't change the weather, and maybe that's good. I've had my share of winters, some of them pretty hard, but I never complained, because I know that sooner than we think, spring comes, and then everything bursts open with life.